back to the channel. Welcome back to another video here. Today we're going to watch K-pop Demon Hunters for the first time, at least for me. I like anime and things like that, but I'm not a huge fan. I don't sit and watch anime and stuff like that. And I would maybe say this is anime. I don't know because it's Korean. I'm not 100% sure. But I will say, in the past few months, I've been very big into K-pop. Cat's Eye, you can say they're K-pop or not, but they've kind of been getting me into the LE SSERAFIM, Twice, New Jeans, things like that. I've been very big into, and this is taking over the world. And I was gonna watch it a few days ago, but I have a special guest with me today, so that's why I kind of held on to watching it right now. So yeah, I'm gonna swing it to the special guest real quick. We're gonna watch K-pop Demon Hunters today. All right, we're here with my sister. My sister lives in Virginia, but she is here on a bit of a vacation. Gracie, you have seen K-pop Demon Hunters.
I've seen it like 3 times, I think.
Okay. You're big into kind of the anime kind of vibe and things like that. So yeah, what are your thoughts as we
I think it's
watch
cute.
this?
I think it's cute. I think it's for everybody. I don't think it's just for kids. I think it's for adults. If you're into that kind of stuff. Sorry about this dog.
Mm-hmm.
Not mine. No, I think it's for everybody though. Personally.
Okay. All right, cool. What do you think of me about to watch this? What are your thoughts?
I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna find the music to be really good, very authentic and real. Again, that's why I said it's also not just for kids. I think some adults can relate to, the things that some of these people struggle with in this show. So.
All right, cool. All right, as Dolly is getting crazy.
Yeah, I'm like
let's
let's. No, I think he's gonna enjoy it, guys. Don't worry.
All right, let's dive into K-pop Demon Hunters.
Brand new song, a diss track to expose the Saja boys and send those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong!
Yeah!
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 Yeah! We're going to kick their butts! Yeah!
That's my girls!
Just finished K-pop Demon Hunters. Gracie, even though you have seen this, before we get my kind of review, what did you think?
I need them to make a second movie, bro. Oh, it's so beautiful, so well done. Love.
Who's your favorite character? Well, I know who your favorite character is, but like.
I actually really like Zoe. I think she's super like cute.
That's
lovely.
true. You were talking about her more than.
I really like her.
But your real main character is. I don't know.
Yeah.
What his name is.
I don't even actually remember.
The cat dog thing, whatever.
He's so cute with the pot.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, I like Zoe.
What's your favorite song?
I actually really like Takedown. Takedown.
Okay. All right. If you had, clearly they're gonna make more movies. This is.
I want them to do like a prequel, kind of to
so
show how the girls actually.
This is so huge. They're clearly gonna make more. I will get more of my thoughts on what I want, but what would be your envision for like the next installment in this like universe? Because it's interesting because now the evil guy's gone, so like all the demons quote unquote are gone. So if they were to continue forward,
it's like sealed, but
right?
There could
So
always be, I don't know.
If it wasn't a prequel, if it was a genuine sequel, it's like where would they go?
Where would we go?
Right.
I mean, there could always be another K-pop Demon Hunter group that comes in, and now they got a rivalry with them. Maybe some of them are demons somehow. I don't know. I just really want them to show how like Mira and Zoe got caught up, because like we know how. Obviously, like our main character, we know kind of. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it for people maybe who haven't seen it, but like we kind of know her gist of like the whole mom and like dad situation with that, but we don't know how Mira and Zoe became K-pop Demon Hunters, because I don't believe either of their parents were involved. Right. So like, I want to know that. I want to know, when did they meet, like things like that. So that's things I want to know.
Okay. Any other thoughts? No.
No, it's fire.
All right. Yeah. This is fire. This is fire. I hate that I waited so long to watch it, but honestly, it's one of those things where I didn't know really about it, and then it blew up, and I wasn't like, I'm not watching that. I was just like, I don't really know about it, and then I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna start watching it, and then I knew that she was coming here, so I was like, all right, I'll wait a few more days to watch it so that I can watch with her and do this video with her, because this is the first time you're on my channel, so
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was great. My favorite character is I'm forgetting his name, Junhyu or whatever, the main guy. who's kind of the bad dude or whatever. Anybody that knows me knows I love like tragic characters. My favorite character of all time is Anakin Skywalker and Kylo Ren. I like the darker, more tragic kind of characters, so he was right up my alley. And I figured his ending was gonna be his ending. I figured he needed a redemption. You know what I'm saying? He needed his redemption, and that's what that was. So that didn't surprise me. I figured that was coming. My favorite song, I really like the Your Idol song or whatever, like the second Soulja Boy song. I thought that was a good one. But yeah, and I also like the song with Rumi and him, like their kind
Free.
of love song.
Free is a really good song.
Yeah,
I agree.
Those are probably my two.
I think
favorite
they
songs.
like definitely like they're harmonizing like in that. It's really well done.
Yeah, those are definitely my two favorite songs. He was my favorite character, but my second favorite character is probably Mira. I believe that's her name.
Mm-hmm.
I just like her vibe. I told Grace I like how she's like such a hard ass and so like stone faced, but then she's wearing like bows in her hair and like a panda bear on her t-shirt and stuff. I really like that. But I liked all the characters. I thought Zoe was, she may be my least favorite, but I don't dislike her. She just like, but she was really cool. And obviously Rumi is, I mean, she's like the main character, so
Yeah.
of course she's cool. I do wish we got a little bit more. I know this movie's only like an hour and 40 minutes, so they don't have a ton of time. But I do wish they would have kind of been able to give us more of the actual Soulja Boys, like the rest of them, and give them more personality and kind of, you know what I'm saying, like how you could see his personality again in his development. I would have liked to see more of them, and maybe that's something they do in a spin-off is like you see, you know, more of those characters. And
Or like
things
where
that.
did they go?
Right. Well, I feel like they just probably died because they were demons, so they probably just disappeared when the Hun Moon was golden.
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's like a place that they go. I don't know.
Right. But yeah, I mean, this is honestly such a simple premise. The story is so simple, but it's so good. The music is really, really good.
I know going into it too, they definitely didn't think that it was gonna be like as big as it is, and then it just blew up. So I think
I recently have been, obviously, like I said before, I've been getting into K-pop a lot. Blackpink is like the first K-pop group that I got into a couple years ago, but I just listened to them and I didn't really dive in. But now, again, whether you want to call Cats like K-pop or not, they really reinvigorated it, and now like I love LE SSERAFIM. I'm obsessed with them, and Twice and Kiss of Life and New Jeans.
And I like the fact that they had
da-da-da.
Twice up in there too. They
Yeah, it
actually
was
had
cool.
a couple of things,
They had
right?
a poster for them.
Yeah, they had
in
the
there.
poster when they were like, oh, what was it? Like, oh, like the stats or whatever. Twice was like at 22%. Like,
Right.
I thought that was super cute.
So as I've been diving into K-pop and now I'm like ingrained into that culture, it is cool to see this because it's very accurate. I was telling Gracie about what light sticks are and how that's like like K-pop groups have that. That's like their biggest thing. They make live streams just to reveal what their light sticks look like and stuff like that. So I love the fact that they have the light sticks and all that stuff. I do wish, and maybe we'll see this in a sequel or something. I wish part of like K-pop and part of like following these idols is you constantly see them training. They're constantly training. They're constantly in like the dance room, practicing choreography and stuff. I wish we did see. I know we kind of see them rehearsing a little bit, but it's more so them doing like sound check kind of stuff. I would have liked to see them in like a studio recording or in a dance room, like rehearsing their choreography because
I agree.
that is
Yeah.
such a big thing that you see. If you
Yeah,
kinda dive
honestly,
into
like
that
I
stuff.
was a little kind of tripped too when they just were like, "All right, cool, we're doing like stuff for like Golden," and then they were just like,
Right.
and then it just showed the whole thing. I'm like, it would have been kind of cool to maybe see them on like a set or
Right.
like
Yeah.
being in a studio recording. Like it just, I don't know.
Yeah, like in my
Golden's
sense,
still fire, but like
in my sense
yeah,
recently with like LE SSERAFIM, which I've been huge into, every TikTok I see of them like not performing but like just their personality and stuff like that, chances are it's them in the same dance room that I keep seeing, and it's them rehearsing or it's them goofing off, but it's clearly while they were doing rehearsals, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like that's something I would have liked to see more, is them actually like training and things like that.
yeah.
I do want to know how Zoe and Mira come into this because, in again, K-pop, it's like these K-pop idols, they train, and then they are in a group and stuff like that. So Rumi, obviously, we know Celeste had something to do with that, and it was part of the whole story there. But like, what was the decision for these two girls specifically to be put into Hunter X? With
Especially too
Rumi?
because it's like Zoe's like their rapper, right? So like
Right.
when they were doing the intro, and then Mira is their like lead dancer, right?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, like how did that like come about? You know
Right.
what I mean? Because we know Zoe moved here,
Mhm.
and then we know Mira sadly just kind of had like a falling out with her family, obviously. So it's like, yeah, like how did that work?
Right.
You know what I
definitely-
mean?
There needs to be some sort of. I told you like they're probably gonna do actual sequels and stuff like that, but I feel like
Yeah.
in between while they're working on the next movie, they should do like a mini kind of series.
Like series.
That shows them fighting demons and stuff like that. But as you see them fighting demons it takes place before this, and shows you the other
Kind of
events
like their
them
startup,
fighting, right, them
maybe.
fighting demons. But it also shows how they came to be, more of the backstory with Rumi's parents and stuff like that. Like give us more.
Especially too, because I know
Kinda
that there's
plot.
like a whole thing with like Rumi's parents and everybody thinking that Kima is her dad.
Right.
And I'm like, and I think that it's been like officially confirmed that like that is not a thing, but like
Right.
it's just the fact that it was so left open like that
Yeah,
too
there
is one of
definitely
those.
needs to be more like world building. That's put into it.
Yes.
One thing I did say, we were kind of not arguing, but we were definitely discussing a little bit towards the end. This is the only gripe I really have with this movie, was towards the end when she's like in full demon mode, right? She's full demon mode, and she's given up. She's done.
With Celeste.
right.
and,
She's
like,
done, and then she shows up to the tree with Celeste, and they're talking, and like Rumi's like, yeah, I'm done. Kill me like you should have done. And Celeste is saying, no, I care about you and things like that. But to me, the thing that threw me off was like, there was no actual resolution in that scene. Like normally, she would show up, say, kill me, and then Celeste would show affection and say, you're much more than this, which she did. And then Rumi would kind of, everything would change and she would understand. But they didn't do that, at least not from what I saw. It seemed like Celeste said that stuff, and then Rumi was like, no, and then just disappeared, and then showed up and was like, it's time to save the day. So maybe I just completely missed something, but I feel like if that is exactly how it goes, I did miss something. There's like a disconnect there. There should have been like a visual and audible kind of reaction from her that shows like, oh, she's changed her mind. She's not giving up. And yeah, I just didn't see that. Again, maybe I missed something somehow, but I was watching it, so I don't know how I would. So that was the only disconnect for me, where I was like, wait, I thought she was like done, and she told Celeste to like F off, and then all of a sudden she shows up and is like, it's time to save the day, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's like, another song.
Right. So that's what I'm like, that's the only thing that I'm like, yeah, that kind of made me scratch my head a little bit and made me like confused, because I'm like, wait, I thought she was like depressed. And obviously I know there was going to be some resolution.
Yeah, obviously.
It wasn't going to end there, but I figured, again, we would have saw like her and Celeste hug or something like that as like a pure, okay, I was wrong, I am more than this, but I didn't see that. But yeah, it was great. I loved it. I thought it was really fun.
And even that too, like we don't really even like see much of the relationship with her and Celeste. We just know like,
right.
And again, this is an assumption due to her parents obviously not being around. Celeste seems like she kind of raised her.
Oh no, she definitely did.
So it's like one of those things
I mean,
where it's
they
like,
show that when she's like braiding her hair.
yeah. But I'm just like, again, we don't really know the dynamic there, because it seems like Celeste is a little bit also like apprehensive
right.
towards Rumi due to like her mother's death and the fact that like she is a demon.
Right.
So it's like we don't really know why Celeste was so like, you're absolutely not telling your friends, they can't know.
Right.
Even though I don't think they would have judged her really. I think maybe they would have been like, oh crap, we need to like figure out a resolution to this like immediately. But again, it's one of those things where it's a show and they have to.
Right. Again, it is only an hour and 40 minutes, so
Yeah, I think a mini series would be good for
yeah,
them.
kind of fill in like the plot holes and things like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm a fan. I gotta go upstairs and see if they still have them in the item shop on Fortnite real quick. But yeah, definitely gonna grab some Hunter X merch. If there's some Saja Boys merch, I definitely want some of that too. That'd be cool. But yeah, I hope y'all like this. If you did, please subscribe, like, comment what you think. Comment if I'm wrong and there was an actual resolution that I just somehow missed. Yeah, I'll see y'all next time. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment.